Good evening, folks. Good evening, folks. My name is Elena Center, and the last time I came before the board was in the spring of 2008, and at that time I was begging the board to do something about our loan. Fortunately, our president at the time, Lou Otero, started up the financial committee again, and guys, thank you so much. I think it's a very big move that you are getting our loan paid off quickly. I am a realtor. I've been a realtor for 18 years at the Galaxy. I represent many owners who do not live here, owners who live out of the country. I represent owners who live at the Galaxy, as do other realtors. I want to speak to you tonight about the bulletin boards. On February 24th, I called down to the office and told them that 2 of my customers needed to renew their announcements. The charge was $5 for 3 weeks. I was told the charge went up to $35 and $50 if copying was needed. I said, that's not true. It's not been voted on. I was told yes. I said, no, it's not true. We went back and forth. I was told that the president, Slava Lerner, called to the office and said to the employee, what are you doing about the price? The employee knew nothing about it. It's coincidental that I happened to call the same day. The employee was told to call Gail Hoffman. Gail Hoffman came down to the office and said the price is $35 and $50 for copying. No vote was taken. I knew there was no vote. I came down to the office, I went through the minutes. The minutes of November 19th show the following. During executive session, these are the open minutes, and this ended up here. Implementation of a 2-tiered system, $35 if the resident makes his or her own copies, and $50 ad if the staff makes copies. Courtney Hoffman Amsalag approved, were 4. Miller, Strumza, Kissen, Lungo, Lerner, Tokay abstain. Now, in spite of what was voted on tonight, I have a problem with this. There's a man who's had his apartment on the market for 4 years. I do not represent that man. Does this board of directors think this is the New York Times, that they're going to charge the kind of fees that they're voted on tonight? It's called fleecing of Galaxy owners. Not one person on this board is trying to rent or sell their apartment. Not one person on this board that's here tonight is in arrears. They do not feel the pain of the owner who's had an empty apartment on the market for a year trying to rent it. And now they want to charge that person $35 because according to the president, it takes an employee 4 hours to put that notice up. Well, we have maybe 30 bulletin boards, and that employee who might have 5 notices in his hand is going to put up the 5 notices on the same day. Okay? What's been happening here is gross mismanagement of how this process works. The employee is supposed to take the notices down on Friday, security guard, and put them right back up on Friday. No, what does our guard do? He takes them down Friday morning, and then he goes back and revisits the board whenever he feels like it and posts the notices on a Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Okay? This is why it's costing us so much money, because we don't streamline things here. We don't do things the smart way. Copying, $15. What kind of baloney is that? 4 notices can fit on 1 page. We have 28 bulletin boards, 7 pages, 10 cents a copy, 70 cents. And this board wants to charge $15. Fleecing of the owners. Now you say, tonight, if somebody's in arrears, that they shouldn't be allowed to post. I disagree. They're trying to sell their place. They're trying to rent it. We want their money. Let them pay, as Slava said, up front. Give us cash. Let them post their notice. Then there was something alluded to regarding realtors. I have power of attorney on an apartment. I vote for that person. I have blank checks. I pay their maintenance. I order repairs on their apartment. I'm told I can't put up a notice for that owner who's in China. Excuse me, with power of attorney, I am as good as being that person, okay? You are discriminating against that owner. It was Martha Norget and her board that made that decision. She said to me, post the owner's telephone number in China. Oh, come on, for God's sake. You think somebody's going to be in the building and call China, can I go see your apartment? Tonight, what I was hearing, they were alluding to some kind of process is going to be stopped. I never post my telephone number as a realtor. I'm not allowed to. My owners post notices. And if they choose to work with myself or any other realtor,
5 minutes.
they have every right to have their number posted and say, call my realtor, I'm not here, I want the
Thank you.
realtor to handle it.
Thank you.
Fleecing of the Galaxy owners.
Thank you.
Charge us for using the grocery carts also.
Thank you.
Next motion by the board.
Thank you.
Slava, I'd like to just make one comment. Elena said that the employee was told by Slava Lerner to call Gail Hoffman.
Gail, please, refrain. All right.
We need to correct
Now,
this.
you need to correct it,
No.
Gail, please. You cannot correct